ring, damn it.
Ring, ring.
Oh! Oh,
You're
Sean.
expecting maybe Ma Bell, huh?
Don't ever do that.
What? Drop by for a visit?
Oh, you scared me to death.
Oh, sorry.
So, hello.
Hello. Look, if you want me to start all over again, I'll go outside in the reception area and cough loudly a couple times.
No, don't be silly. It's good to see you.
You could have fooled me.
Well, you just startled me, that's all.
Oh, Tiffany said you were upset. I never realized how much.
So, Tiffany sent you over.
Yes, I must confess my lady love did promise me all kinds of lascivious delights if I came over here and put a couple of gray hairs in your head. She's determined to at least look like the younger sister.
Well, I wouldn't put it past her.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're shaking like a leaf, Cheryl. Where? What are you so afraid of? Trembling, you are afraid.
Afraid?
Yeah, it seems that way. What's got you so spooked?
Well, to tell the truth, I am a little jumpy today.
So I noticed, but why?
I'm here alone. I sent my secretary home this afternoon, and just a few minutes ago, I was sure I heard something right outside my door.
What kind of something?
Well, footsteps.
It's probably me, that's all.
Well, no, it was before you got here.
I didn't notice anyone.
Can you do me a favor and just check anyway?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Everything that's been happening lately, we're all a little edgy, aren't we?
Well, I know I am.
Don't go away. All clear.
You didn't see anybody?
Not a soul. Sorry to disappoint you.
No, really. Well, I appreciate your indulging me. I'm being foolish.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. But you can return the favor.
How?
By letting me play John Alden.
To Miles Scorpio?
You got it.
So you're here to plead Robert's case. Why?
Yeah. Well, because he's so wrapped up in Anna's case that he can't, and I think you need to hear it.
Why do you say that?
Because of the way you've been behaving. I mean, Tiffany's really worried about you. I tried to explain to her you're probably just reacting to Robert's tunnel vision, that's all.
I am.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. You feel left out, don't you? You know, it's as if you were one of the most important people in Robert's life, and then suddenly you've just become an acquaintance he doesn't have time for. Well, I am here to tell you that it is the furthest thing from the truth, okay?
All right. All right. You've got me packing.
Look, you know, Robert is not upset with you at all. I mean, he just gets so serious with his work when it comes to protecting people he loves, and he is so frustrated with Anna's predicament right now, I don't think he's fit company for rabid dogs.
And I thought it was just me.
Not a chance. You know, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I hate to see you beat yourself up over something you can't control, but the case against Anna is far from airtight.
But Anna was found holding the gun.
Well, granted, but that in itself is not proof of anything except that she had a gun in her hand that may or may not have fired those shots. And there isn't any real hard evidence linking those bullets that hit Olivia with that gun.
I see.
Feel better now, huh?
Much.
Good. Now you can understand why Robert's been acting the way he has.
Yes, it's easy to see why he is obsessed with clearing Anna. Thanks for the pep talk.
You're welcome. You'll be okay now.
Yeah, I'll be fine. You've helped me more than you can know.
Are you sure you don't want to go inside? You're freezing.
No, I think this discussion is better in public.
You just said that Kelly's was too public.
Well, I guess I'm trying to split the difference between places where people might overhear and places where I might not be able to get the word out.
I don't follow you.
Look, Gregory, for once, I am trying to lead with my head and not my heart.
You've said that before.
I know, but this time I mean it. Because if we're alone, just all of my resolve is just going to slip away.
Well, good.
Please don't treat this as some kind of a joke.
I'm not. I don't mean to be. I understand your fears. They are completely unfounded.
What about the election?
The election isn't going to change how I feel about you.
Well, maybe not, but it's sure going to change a lot of other things.
But I don't see how.
Because you're going to be spending most of your time in Albany. We will never be together. The most we can ever hope for is a stolen weekend, and even then it's going to be like we're criminals just sneaking around. We can't be seen in public together. What kind of a life is that?
It's really the only one we've ever known.
Right.
So the election isn't going to change a thing. The life that you just described certainly isn't perfect. I know that. But it's worked reasonably well for us, at least up until now. Honey, what's on your mind? Why the sudden change of heart?
Kids love Dick Central.
Have you stopped caring for me?
Oh, God, no. If I had, would this be so difficult?
Then what is it?
It's just that there's no future for us.
Thought you believed in living in the present.
It can't go on like this forever.
Well, that's true. Just give me a couple of months.
To do what?
Get my affairs in order.
No pun intended, huh?
No, I don't believe I said that. I know I'm asking a lot. And maybe I have no right to expect you to put up with me, but I hope that you will. It's simple. I love you. And I don't want to be without you, and all the elections in the world won't change that.
What about your wife?
Let me get settled in my new offices. Chet can run my business here in Port Charles. Let me prove to my constituents that my personal life is not going to affect my political career, and I will demand a divorce from Claire. We won't have to put up with this shadow game. Will you wait for me?
What about Greg?
Greg is crazy about you. I'll sit him down and have a talk with him, and I'll explain everything. I'm sure he will be very understanding. I'm asking you again. Will you wait for me?
Are you Mrs. Meyer?
Who are you?
I'm the electrician. There's a phone call inside for Mrs. Meyer. I wouldn't have answered it, but I thought it might be the shop checking up on me.
I'm Mrs. Meyer.
Well, you better grab it. The operator said it was urgent.
Who's calling?
Somebody named Jake.
For me?
Unless there's another Mrs. Meyer in the house.
I'm sure you're mistaken. If that's Jake, he wants Duke Lavery. I really don't know why he would call here.
I heard it right. This Jake told the operator specifically he wanted to speak to Mrs. Meyer. Question is if Miss Meyer wants to speak to him.
Oh. Sam, take these off.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yeah, guess so.
So, tell me what happened.
Well, I think it worked.
What, he was right?
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing.
So you remembered something new?
Somebody knocked at the door. I didn't remember it at first, and then when we were doing it, I just remembered that's what distracted me, and so Olivia could get the gun.
So that's when she overpowered you and shoved you into the hallway?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm from the other side of the door. I heard shots, and Robert thinks that whoever it was knocked on the door had time enough to get down and around and onto the balcony to shoot her. I mean, the doors weren't closed.
So this is perfect, then. That's it.
Well, he seems to think so.
So all he has to do is identify this mystery guest, and you're free.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Why are you excited about it?
Oh, I don't know, really. We've got to prove it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of this place.
Of course you're going to get out of this place. You're innocent. All Roma has to do is prove it.
Well, couldn't have gone better, even if I'd set it up myself.
Sounds like you did.
Well, the credit goes to Anna, actually. It wasn't easy for her.
Yeah, second time around.
Well, all it does is it confirms my theory. And that is that Olivia's would-be assailant struck from the balcony.
If Anna's telling the truth.
We're not going to go through this again, are we?
No, we're not going to go through this again because I believe her, but a jury may not believe her. And you're asking that jury to take her word about what happened that night. This is not exactly an open and shut case.
Tell me something I don't know.
All right, I'll tell you something you don't know. You don't know who was outside on the balcony of Olivia's suite. Until you put a face to the theory of yours, we're still stumbling around in the dark.
Not for long. I intend to go all out on this one. I have method, I have opportunity. I just don't quite have a suspect at the moment. However, Scorpio.
I need to see you.
Yeah, well, I'm a little swamped at the moment, you know. A lot of loose ends to catch up on.
Whoa, nothing that pressing. So see the lady. Anybody needs R&R, it's you.
That's my personal physician, Dr. Fieldwood there, just ordering me to enjoy myself. What are you doing for dinner?
I'm free, but I...
Good, then how about you pick out a nice restaurant?
No. I don't want to go to a restaurant.
Why not?
Can't we just have dinner alone, the two of us?
Well, it sounds nice. At least the suggestion does. You, on the other hand, don't sound like you're really in the mood for candlelight supper and soft music. Something wrong?
Well, everything will be just fine after we talk.
You want the best for your family.
You're a mom who gives 100%.
Tomorrow at 8, 7 Central, who was behind Jack Ruby's murder of Lee Harvey Oswald?